Though it was settled long before, the city of Utica was first officially incorporated in 1832. Because of its position on both the Erie Canal and the Mohawk River, it became a commerce powerhouse. In fact, in the second half of the 19th century, it was the worldwide hub for the textile industry. With all of the settling of immigrants, particularly Italians, the menu in Utica became pretty awesome. Things like chicken riggies, pasties, Utica greens, tomato pie. I was a little surprised that I had never spent a day in Utica eating all of the really great things that they have to offer. So I picked up my pal Chris Lindstrom of the Food About Town blog and podcast out of Rochester, and our friend Dennis, and we hit the road to go eat a lot of food. We started at the Creekside Cafe for a Utica interpretation of an old world classic called Gingerbread.
Greens, onions, topped with mozzarella cheese. It's like a freeform frittata almost. It's big, and I'm excited to jump in because I'm hungry.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
It was the Creekside Cafe, the Gingerbread, and
Successful.
I think this is fantastic.
I mean, it's basically a frittata, but it's got greens in it, which is a big Utica thing. We'll be trying some more later. It's got hot peppers, give it some spice. It's got sausage.
It definitely has some spice.
Yeah, it definitely has some spice. Eggs aren't overcooked. Nice crust on the outside. It's cooked in a pan. This is nice down-home comfort food.
Absolutely.
And pretty damn tasty, if I say so.
And a good way to start the day.
Absolutely. Hearty breakfast, cold day. Done.
For an early lunch, we headed over to Osteen Eats on Bleecker Street for a really unique take on a sausage pizza pie. We're not used to having Parmesan cheese on pizza. And two, we're not used to having sauce on top. And I think with the Parmesan cooking with the sauce directly, I think it's a totally different sense. There's even an R in there, isn't there?
No, I think you're just adding the R, but people do that here, apparently.
I just make up whatever.
Yeah. Osteen Eats Pizza. Definitely a Utica classic.
Oh, pardon me, sir.
Oh, pardon me, sir.
Since we can basically never have enough pizza, we headed over to Daniella Restaurant on Mohawk and James for some classic Utica tomato pie.
Savage orange.
Totally different type of sauce.
I love this.
And this is fantastic.
Really bright sauce. Obviously from great tomatoes. Crust got a touch of oil to it, but nice and crunchy, but still tender. This is fantastic.
This sauce is perfect for getting right into your mustache.
So many things are, though.
Better the second time around, a little bit later.
Tons of garlic. It's delicious.
Official Utican tomato pie. We've done it.
Got it. Check it off the list.
Good?
I think we're good. So, we just left Danielle's for tomato pie, which was a great detour.
It was a great detour. It was fantastic.
Yeah, we went to another place, and they were closed, and there was a old couple there, and we asked them where to go, and they said, you have to go to Danielle's.
Elderly. We'll say
elderly old. They're not going to watch this either way.
A nice elderly couple.
Are they going to check YouTube and find this?
They might.
You think they're going to?
You called me.
All right.
I would say.
That's kind of interesting enough for us to try, right?
For an afternoon snack, we headed over to Cafe Caruso on Bleecker Street for some well-known Utican pastries called pasties. But to go with our sugar, we also needed a little bit of caffeine, so we headed over to Utica Coffee Roasting Company. I'm just.
How you doing there?
I'm just doing this. Oh, that is super tasty.
A little than the lemon, but still
Yeah, the lemon is
very
really tart.
tasty.
This is a perfect mid-afternoon snack.
Absolutely.
With this coffee. So how long ago did you start food blogging?
Geez, how long has it been now? I think it was it 2013 when I started? I think it might have been.
I don't know.
I think it's almost been 2 years.
And why did you do it?
God, I have an inflated self-image, and I really needed to get my voice out there.
That's perfect for a creative type.
Yeah. No, it was I just had to do something more creative with my time other than my day job, and I just loved writing about food, and so I just kind of dove into it.
We wouldn't think of going to Utica and doing a food tour without going to the Saranac Brewery, so that was our next stop.
Direct your attention up here. This is the founder of our brewery. FX Matt stands for Francis Xavier Matt. Founded the brewery in 1888.
Well, it's not exactly Italian, it's super historical because Utica Club, which Saranac now brews, was the very first beer to be sold legally in the United States after Prohibition.
Utica. Okay. And we're headed to Bella Regina. So we've got about 15 minutes to get up there.
Bella Regina for
Chicken riggies.
chicken riggies.
So that's something I've heard of, but I don't think I've ever actually tried before. Have you, Chris?
I've certainly had rigatoni, I've certainly had chicken, but I don't think I've ever had official Utica chicken riggies, which has a little bit of cream in the marinara, if I remember correctly from what I read.
Right, and definitely a Utica thing. I mean, I don't think I've seen it in Rochester, actually.
Really?
Yeah, there's a food truck that does Utica food. It's a guy named Papa Gigs, or Papa Gigi's, I forget. And he does Utica greens, he does chicken riggies, he does tomato pie. Food truck.
Why did we drive all the way to Utica? Well, there are plenty of places in Utica that you can get the iconic chicken riggies. Bella Regina won first place at this year's Riggy Fest, so that was the one we wanted to try.
Separate the sorrow and collect the ball of green. Candy man. Oh, the candy man.
Sauce spoon.
Try without sauce. I like the cherry peppers a lot too.
The peppers are great.
Just spicy enough to make a difference, but not enough to sear your mouth off.
Right. Yeah,
Those are delicious.
these are really,
Very
really
rustic,
good.
very.
Super rustic, very much. If getting to meet the talent and having Utica's best chicken riggies wasn't enough, getting an opportunity to meet the talent behind Bella Regina was the sauce on the pie. So to back up just slightly, there is one other thing that we needed before we left Utica. We had actually started the day going to the Gingerbread bake shop, getting what is unequivocally one of the most famous cookies in Upstate, the Half Moon. But we saved it for dessert.